Who's weird. Good morning, everyone. It's your girls from Obscure Orations. We're back again some more. We had plans to be back other weekends, but one of us was injured and was walking around like a 95-year-old woman at the ripe old age of 33. So, unfortunately, we haven't been around, but I'm back. I'm well enough now to actually sit in a straight position. But the only straight thing I'll do. Uh, uh, so, as usual, me, Tay, her, Dana, and today we're coming at you with a bunch of different topics. We'll see if all of them fit in or not, so I'm not even going to advertise them. Other than I will say, because what we're going to start off with is the show Big Brother. Both of us have watched, I know I've watched since the very first season.
Yes, me too.
And Dana had breakfast this morning, so she's in a very dancy mood. She's like, yeah, I'm fucking ready.
Two poached eggs on rye
Ooh.
toast with a bowl of fruit.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the way.
420 calories.
Look at you go. That can be one of the things that we talk about today too. Now that I think about it, so we're going to start off with spoiler warnings because we're going to talk about Big Brother. And Dana, my mom, and I are all big fans of it. Have watched it since the beginning. And now, thanks to technology, there's the TikTok, there's the Facebooks, there's the YouTubes, there's the Instagrams, there's all the things that give all the spoilers. And
Plus,
if you watch the live feed,
the live
you
feed.
also keep. I was just going to say exactly. I've never watched the live feed because I forget that it exists. I think I actually have access to it because I have the add-on that's on. What the hell is it? Prime, I think is what I use it through. So I think I have it. I just never think to even bother watching it because I'm like, what's that? For so many seasons of it, I've never had that before. Whereas Dana has been like, have you heard what's going on? So we're going to talk about it.
You should have heard what was said in the house.
Exactly. So we're going to start off with the fact of, as of right now, anyone who hasn't watched the lives, don't listen if you don't want to hear spoilers about this part. Like, skip ahead. When we're done talking about Big Brother, we will make a comment about, okay, we were done. We started talking at about 2.5 minutes in, and we'll finish it at, and we'll fill in the blank then. So, for any who don't know and want the spoilers, Vinny, is the one who has won HOH this week. And
The HOH competition was the all famous wall comp. The
yep.
one that was it Morgan or Lauren, who was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for that! I can't wait for that comp! I'm gonna be a beast at that comp," and then fell off like third.
Can't remember which one it was now, but yeah, I do remember that. But so, and I mean, I kind of figured that if anyone was going to win it, it would be him just because he's such a tiny guy. Like, the wall competition's not made for big people like Keanu or taller people because
Even
you need
Will.
that lower. Oh, yeah, Will.
Will was one
Like,
of
it's not.
Will and Ashley were the first two to fall off, I believe. In fact, they fell so
Oh,
close together that production had to do a slow mo timestamp to see who fell first. and
the one where you're like, who touched down first? I don't know.
and I think it was the first four
Or have
that fell
nots.
off are on slop.
Yep. That makes sense. I mean, that's usually how they used to do it.
Join that slop, Ashley.
Yeah. I was just saying, I've not been a fan of her since, like, literally since the first episode with Watergate. I have not been a fan of hers, just because it's just like that to me was something that was so horribly disrespectful. Vince wanted to have his own shower, then crawl into bed and go to sleep, and instead she stayed in there for 2.5 hours using his bathroom. I'm like, no, I have not had respect for her since then.
Yeah.
And I haven't enjoyed her game. Like, I don't think she's a good player at it.
No.
But then again, looking at the entire house, and I'm like, none of them are really good at it. Like, they're all the amount of crying that all of them do over nothingness, and the amount of we're in an alliance. Fuck you, we're no longer in an alliance. 5 minutes
I'm in
apart. You're like,
final two
what?
with you.
Oh my god, Vince is the worst. Like, I wanted to like him, but he makes me angry because of the number of final two deals that he's made. He literally doesn't even know or remember. Like in the one episode last week, can't remember if it was eviction night. I think it was eviction night that they showed him talking to three different people that he has
Yeah,
final
final
two
two
deals
Smith.
with. One of which he was like, "Oh, we have a final two? Oh shit!" And he couldn't even hide his face. Looked so confused because I think it was Morgan that was saying it, and she's like, "Yeah, remember Bud? Like we have." And he's like,
We're best
"Yeah,
friends
no,
in
no,
the
no."
house.
It's like, yeah, no, your face said you don't remember any of that. And then when he was in the diary room, he was saying it about someone who's like, oh, yeah, I'm surprised I don't have like a final two deal with, I don't know, like Will or something like that. And then he was like, as I'm saying this, though, I feel like I think I forgot I do have one. And they literally show the clip. And in the same day, because it was day two, that he made all these fucking
Yeah.
final two deals with a bunch of different people where you're like, Vince, you play like shit. The only reason he's not on the block this week is because he won HOH. Outside that, like, just, oh my god, his game is so horrible.
So
Oh,
let's for those of you that watch, you all know this shit. You guys know exactly what happened. Let's go into um in between episodes. So we all know that um Riley was gaslighting, for lack of a better term.
abusing.
He was gaslighting Catherine into
Mm-hmm.
a quote unquote relationship. I wouldn't call it a relationship. That wasn't a relationship. That was manipulation at its best.
Oh,
Um,
100%.
the gaslighting came in the form of crying in the shower. Um, I don't think
Crying
I'll ever
freaking
find
everywhere.
anybody to love me. Blah blah blah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
looking at her and saying stuff like "You don't like me."
Out
Asking
of
her to
nowhere.
sleep in his bed, and when she said no, he got really really pissy. So
Mm-hmm.
the last eviction was Riley.
That made me so happy. And the look on his face, oh my fucking god, when he's like, what? They voted me out?
And it was the way that Julie did it too, because she, on a vote of 5-4, Morgan, you are safe, right?
Yep.
Which she usually doesn't do. So
Yeah, I would say the way that she did that was fantastic. Just because you saw him kind of be like, yeah, I knew I was what?
Riley, you have been evicted. So
Motherfucker.
speculation on social media. I'll just say social media in general because it's all over the place. So
Mm-hmm.
speculation on social media was that production helped that eviction. It wasn't where Riley was asked to leave for his behavior, but it was almost like things happened within the context of Thursday night that really made you question what or who was behind the scenes waving their hands. And we're going to go to the blockbuster, and this is why
Okay.
I wanted to talk about the blockbuster with you. So the blockbuster competition was Morgan, Riley, and Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that Mickey won. But if you paid close attention to that competition, After Julie gave the instructions, you got to roll. The only way your thing's going to count is if you lock in that answer, and you have 2 minutes, right?
Yep.
So they showed the three of them. So they wide angle panned out, showed the three of them rolling the first couple balls and running to get them because they were low scores. But then for whatever reason, production kind of went like this. And it focused on Morgan and Riley, and you did not see
I was gonna say you didn't see
Mickey.
freaking Mickey rolling. Like I had no idea what she was rolling because they didn't focus on her at all.
So this is why I love the live feeds, because Mickey was talking to Vinny about this, and this is how I know this. um, when Morgan rolled, she rolled a 29, and she
Yep.
locked in.
Yep.
Riley saw what Morgan rolled. He rolled a 29, and then he locked in. So they're both at 29, and then the camera pans back to Mickey. Mickey's got 38.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like
Nobody saw
I
her
didn't
roll
see
that
her.
38.
No, I was gonna say not a single person because that's what I was shocked about when Riley locked it in. I didn't know that the other two had locked in anything. Like I didn't know Mickey had, or not Mickey, Morgan had locked in because all of a sudden I saw her. Like the last I had seen, I didn't even see Riley roll a second time because I had seen him get 24, and then next thing I knew, I saw him because I saw him watching the other two, which made sense because then it kind of gave him like he had plenty of time to sit there and go like, okay, I've got a 24, let's see. And then I saw Morgan get her 29 and run back and lock in. And then I saw what's his face there. I didn't even see him roll again. I just saw him suddenly lock in. I'm like, the fuck? And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, Mickey, you won. What the fuck? Did she even roll?
So the thing was, and this is where God bless the conspiracy theorists on social media. I love you people. You have no idea how much I love you people. Why the fuck? Now, Mickey had obviously already rolled that 38.
I guess so.
Obviously. Riley had to have known what Mickey had.
Yeah, because wasn't he the
There
last
was
one to
still
lock
a
in?
minute left on the clock. Why the fuck didn't he try to beat her instead of locking in on a losing score? Does nobody
Okay,
else
so
find
see,
that weird?
that's what I wondered about because when I saw him lock in, I saw I saw Morgan was at least I could be wrong because it could have been all angle work and I didn't see Mickey lock in first. But I didn't see her like I said, I didn't see Nikki roll anything past I think it was her first roll that you see the initial wide shot and then they angled over.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything after that where I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that's weird. So I saw Morgan, like Morgan was hoofing it, like she was working her ass off trying to get better, and Riley was just watching for so long, and then it was like, okay, why would you? That seems suspicious when you have a minute left, and I saw Morgan go racing to the end, lock in because it looked like she was the first to lock in, which I could be wrong on. It could have been Mickey because she was so far out of shot you couldn't see a damn thing. So saw her lock in, and then just suddenly Riley was locked in, like slowly walked over, locked in, but then it looked like Mickey had already locked in her score, so that didn't even make sense to me. I'm like, okay, it's 1 minute left. You have a big timer counting down for you. Why would you do it? Like he seemed too rehearsed and too calm for me. And if the theory's right that production had a hand in that and they're like, listen, you can either go out like this or we're going to have to kick you from the house,
Which
to
would
me
only
speaks
be
if
worse, right? Like
wait,
to have production kick you out of the house, then you're in that villains category.
well, I would say you're in the villains category, but at the same time, it makes me disappointed in production because for those of us who follow it, we know there's been a petition going around online to get Riley kicked out of the house. So to me, the fact that they didn't actually take it upon themselves after so many people wrote in, families were called in to vote on it and told, hey, guess what? He's not welcome here in our family home. This is what's going on. Hey, he has a criminal record. Hey, he's ignoring the baby mama that he knocked up currently. Like, all the things that are coming to light. And the fact that they didn't kick him out at that point, like, you and I talked about it. I don't remember which season it was, but it was one of the really early ones where there was a crazy dude in the house, and he was the first one ever to be removed from the house because he had a thing for a girl in the house, and they were kind of like they had a flirtmance going on. And then the one night he took it way too far, grabbed a knife and put it to her throat, and was like, "Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you like that,
they were
don't
in
you?"
the kitchen joking around with others, and
Yep.
he held her and had a knife to her throat, and yeah, production excused him.
Yeah, they were like, "Get the fuck out of the house now." So I mean, there's been seasons where they've done it because he was the first one to do it, but I know there's been others that have been kicked from the house before. And they're like, "Oh yeah, they've either been kicked from the house or they have elected to leave the house."
Yes.
Where it's like, "Okay, so you have this shit going on and yet you won't kick Riley out, who is now a proven offender." Like, number one, if someone has a criminal record, maybe you
How'd they
shouldn't
get
put
in the
them in a
house?
house. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly it. Like, I want to know how the fuck you got into the house. Where, to me, if you have a criminal record, there should be an instant, oh no, you're not coming into this house because that could go bad. And it obviously was. Like, you could tell, what's her face there, Catherine looks like she thinks that she's in love with him, but it's 100% that point of looking at it and being like, girl, he has gaslit you so hard and abused you emotionally. Like, yeah, there's no physical abuse, but the emotional and verbal abuse that he's done, like watching some of those clips, one of the ones my mom sent me last night was him talking down to her and telling her to stop yelling at him.
Yeah.
And she's literally talking to him in a whisper, going, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening." And it's a whisper, and he says, "Stop yelling at me. No, you don't need to. It was stupid. Don't be so stupid." And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, boy, like, listen here. Like I said the other day, if anyone was talking kind of shit like that to me or one of your babies, you and my mom would be through that door so fast going, "Listen, motherfuckers, you don't talk to my baby that way." And people would be beat.
Okay. So, because I had to do it. So, production has not explicitly asked anybody to leave the Big Brother house, but instead they've removed house guests. So, Justin Seebeck from season 2 for threatening
Oh,
behavior.
two.
So he must have been the knife.
Yep, he was that one.
Scott Weintraub for in season 4 for violent outbursts.
Yes.
Uh, Shima Simone, season 11, for breaking show
Mm-hmm.
rules.
Yep.
Willie Hance, season 14, for physical altercation. And Luke
Yep.
Valentine, season 25, for using a racial slur.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Um, there is also online speculations that producers may have influenced Lawan Exum, Big Brother 13, to volunteer for eviction to orchestrate a desired outcome. So yeah, those are, and Riley's going to join that list.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, because like I said, his behavior was so reprehensible, and the fact that, like, you can tell how good he is at manipulating people because so many people kept on saying about like how much they love him and all that, and yet there's countless clips of him yelling his full fucking head off, and people talking about, because I can remember there was a clip where Mickey was talking to, I can't remember if she was talking to Vince or to Will, but Riley was yelling and screaming. And they were trying to talk, and every time they were trying to talk, all you could hear was Riley yelling. And to the point where Mickey finally just stood up and was like, Riley, shut up!
Yeah.
And it was like, yep. And that wasn't the first time that it's happened. Like, they're all so used to it. It's like, no, no, no. You're a grown ass man. You should not be yelling and screaming through the house at people. That is beyond consideration. I mean, yes, they get heated in there because they're all stuck in close quarters together. Don't get me wrong. Like, there were seasons, you remember the season with, I can't remember which season it was, but it had Cappy, Megan, I think the lesbian's name was Isabel or Isabella or something like that, and Kesar. I think that was the one with him in it. And they had so many heated,
20?
yelling arguments.
20?
No, no, it was way earlier than that because Kesar is
We're
going
on
back a
season
long time.
27.
Yeah, this was still further back than that because they brought him back a couple seasons ago and he had already been out of it for 10 or 15 years. Like, he was early seasons. I can't remember which one though. But it was one of the most heated seasons, I think, in show history. But even that, like, they were people who did not get along, pushed each other's buttons, and still, they were more respectful than the shit we've been getting in this season.
He was on
It's
season
fucking.
6, season 7, and season 22.
I didn't realize he'd been in there 3 times already. Oh, I guess that makes sense because that's how we would have met Janelle the first time.
7 was All Stars.
That's probably when I think he met Janelle because she was early seasons too, and they're now like 20 years
Yeah.
later. They're obviously not like let's talk about fucking Rachel, who I said and I yelled at the TV that they needed to get her out week 1. Get her out, kick her out of the goddamn house. Do it now. You'll regret it if you don't. Did any of those dumbass listen? No, not a single one of them. Here we are, nearer and nearer to the end. She has now officially won her first HOH. I'm trying to remember. She hasn't. I don't think she's won a veto yet.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to remember. Has she even been on the block yet? I don't even think anyone's nominated her yet.
No.
She's going to make it to the end of this game and win again, because if she makes it all the way to the end, I can't believe I'm saying these words. I hate her so much. She deserves the money at that point. Because those dumbasses have let her stay in the game because they all sit there and go, well, you don't want to be on her bad side. She
Well,
doesn't have a
also
good side.
she makes statements like "you messed with the queen."
Every
She
fucking
she's
time.
she's intimidating, and because they're all fucking noobs, they don't know better.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to finish my thought on the blockbuster,
Oh,
and
yes.
this is where the speculation for the game being rigged comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So after Riley was evicted and before they played the HOH, the live feeds caught Mickey and Vinny having a conversation in which Vinny asked her what the blockbuster competition was about. And she went and started telling him, and she was like, but you had to roll these balls down this curve, and she goes, but the balls were rigged. And then she went like this.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, because I'd be willing to bet,
And
because
and
if I
it was
remember.
it was it was one of the TikTokers that I follow. His name is Tommy Italiano. Um, he's the one that posted the clip. So I was like, damn.
Oh, you need to refine that clip and send it to me.
Yeah, I'll look for it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it has led to a lot of speculation that
Mm.
Riley and or Morgan and Mickey were pulled aside before that competition and told, you know, we've had a
One of you is
conversation
going to
with
win.
Riley. He knows he's going home type BS.
Yep. Well, I
So
mean, it's one of the things that I miss the simplicity of the early seasons, like going back to season 1 through 7 pretty well, 1 through 8, around there, because it was
oh
so. For those who don't know, Big Brother started off as it was supposed to just be a social experiment. That was the whole point of it. You took people from every race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, you mixed them all into the house. So there were there were leftists, there were rightists. It's weird, you never really hear people called rightists now that I'm thinking about it. That's the new word now. They're leftists and rightists. Um, Man, woman, some highly educated, some like no education, and it was the point of putting them into a melting pot, a pressure cooker, if you will, and seeing what happened with it. There was nothing special back then. You lived off of peanut butter and jelly if you were the quote unquote have not. Uh, you just didn't have TV or books or anything like that. It was simple things. And there was no grand production about it. It was a simple house, simple stuff. And you just watched it because you loved seeing the human interaction to see what fucking drama came of it. And there were
yeah,
some big dramas that happened. But then they started getting more complex where they're like, oh, well, we need to add in these extravagant competitions and oh, we need to do this and oh, we need to do that. And
yeah,
it's kind of getting to the point where it's going too far where now I've heard in previous seasons, I haven't heard anything about it this year, but I assume this year too. They would actually production would mandate the house guests to actually do things to be silly. Like they'd be like, "Here, you have to make up a script, and you guys have to act out a play, a goofy looking play, and pretend like you just made it up on the spot." And it was like, "What the fuck? Like, why?" And because if I remember correctly, and you'd be able to correct me if I'm wrong, live feeds don't include diary. The diary is
no.
a completely separate
You
area, and you never
hear
get to see those.
you hear Mr. Big Brother say, "Vince, can you please go to the diary room?" But you see them go in, but you never see
Behind
what
it's
goes
kind of
on in there.
um like being in the Emerald City where you go and you see the floating head and then he's like Vince, please come behind the curtain. Okay, yeah, so now that we're back here, you ain't
Me.
allowed to tell nobody. You ain't allowed to tell nobody what happened back here, but I need you to go and do this and make this eviction happen.
Yeah. So Vinny wins HOH wall competition. He outlasts Catherine. Him and Catherine were the final two, and he outlasted her. So he wins HOH, and he puts his noms up, and he nominates Mickey, Ava, and Kelly. And when I saw the noms, I was like, "What the actual
Yep,
fuck are you doing, Vinny?" Because you have a
that
final
was
two,
exactly the
Kelly.
same.
so, so, watching the live feed yesterday, Vince and Kelly had a conversation where Vince was very, you're not the target, even though Rachel and Ashley have been whispering in
Campaigning.
Vince's ear to make Kelly the target. But then
Mm-hmm.
I find out today that Kelly is the one that has, and again, if you don't watch the live feeds, you don't see this. Kelly's the one that's been going around and driving wedges between alliances. Like,
Yes.
he's saying shit that isn't true and nobody is calling her out on it. So
I have noticed that about her from the start of the season because the first indicator of it for me was the very first, and you know it's going to be weird when someone comes up and goes, okay, I'll volunteer to go on the block for you, and does so 3 weeks in a row, and then proceeds to cry like a
because she got
little bitch.
nominated.
Yep, because you got nominated. And then go, these aren't crocodile tears. I don't really like this. Like, then don't fucking volunteer yourself. If you're gonna be that dumb that you volunteer yourself as tribute, and be like fucking Katniss going, I volunteer as tribute. Oh my god, you took me?
That would be like going into a restaurant, looking at the menu, seeing liver and onions on that menu, and you hate liver and onions, and then ordering it.
Yep. And then
Don't
being
do it.
surprised when they bring it to you.
Yeah. Start crying. I didn't want this. I don't even like it. So,
And yet here we are.
they've played the veto competition. I did not get to see um what the veto competition was or hear about it. Um, the people that were picked to play, so Vinny, the three noms, and then Will and Keanu were the other two picked to play. Mickey won veto. So you know she's taking herself off the block.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, she'd be stupid not to. So now Vince is stuck with a hard choice. And again, this is where I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake that beanie off of his head
Yes.
and say, stop playing like an idiot. Vinny has gone to the judges, the alliance he made last week with the five of them, that didn't include Ashley, but included Rachel. He's gone to that alliance and said, Mickey comes down, Ashley's going to be my renom. Then he's gone to the other side of the house, Morgan and Kelly and Catherine, and has said, Mickey comes down, Rachel's going to be my renom. I get you need to make a big move, but you can't, like, you cannot keep playing both sides of the house.
Yep.
It is not going to end well for Vince.
Well,
Guaranteed.
and he's already been called on it several times now, and yet the dumbass has not learned his lesson, and it makes me angry every single time because my mom and I both yell at the freaking TV for this every time that he gets up there and goes, because he's stupid enough to also, multiple times now, people need to understand, multiple times, he has gone up to the nominees and said, and every single one of them, yeah, I'll use it on you. Yeah, I'll use it on you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
use it on you.
exactly.
And then goes to the
If I
guy room and
win
goes,
veto,
oh my
I'll
god,
use
what
it
was I
on you.
thinking? Yeah. Oh my god, how did I get in this situation? Because you're being fucking dumb. You tell the people, you don't tell them what they want to hear every single time. You just tell them, be like, you know what, I'm still thinking out my options. Give them a fucking fake breadcrumb. Do not give them the whole piece of toast. Go, here you go, I'm gonna take you off. No, you dumbass. Like, it frustrates me to no end, especially when people claim that they're super fans of the show. And they're always the worst players. Every single time. Where they say the dumbest shit. Like, I what was it, last week's episode when Morgan was talking to Rachel. Now, I understand. Big Brother, and it's been this way the entire time since they've had jury, is that everyone talks about jury as a point in time. Like, hey, our alliances until jury, and then we figure out from there what we're going to do. Like, jury is
Right.
just a timestamp. Now, that being said, you can't say something like that to frickin' Rachel because she lost her shit on Morgan saying, I'm not going to jury. I'm going to win this fucking game. Like, and Morgan was literally just sitting there going, it's just a point in time, Rachel. I'm like just trying to, and Rachel just lost her shit. I'm like, okay. Normal people know that's just a point in time that you're trying to reference to be like, hey, once you've made it there, you've made it a good portion of the game. Like, you're near the end.
Yeah. So
But then when
watching the
you're the
live feed,
queen,
So watching the live feeds, you get to see Rachel spiral really fast over hypotheticals. So I watched Rachel and Keanu have a conversation in the bathroom after Vinny was um, granted HOH, but they hadn't even picked for veto yet. Keanu is saying to Rachel, everybody's coming up to me and saying, if you win veto, will you use it on me? He goes, and we haven't even played yet. And Rachel lost her fucking mind. Like she literally half-assed threatened him in as much as saying, if you use it, I'm going to put you on the block when I win HOH next week. And Keanu's like literally trying to talk her off the fucking window ledge. He's like, why are you coming at me? This is a hypothetical. And she's like, you don't threaten me. He's like, it's a hypothetical. And she just like lost her fucking mind over a game that hadn't even been played or players picked. And in the
And she's
end,
not even
Keanu didn't even fucking win veto.
like, I don't understand the point of her. And the problem is that she's always right there. She's always ready to
Yes.
lose her shit. Like, it takes absolutely nothing for her to just be pushed over that edge. Where it's like, what are you doing? Like, she has not calmed at all in the past 20 years of playing Big Brother. She's been in it multiple times. The fact that they keep bringing her back angers me. It's like, look, she already won once. Fuck off, leave her out of the house. She's trash.
Yeah.
I've always hated her because she's just a trash human being. And I'm sure there's people who will disagree with that. That's fine. You can disagree all you want. But I mean, even Mickey, what made me laugh is when Mickey was crying about the fact that she was up on the block and then saying the truth about it, being like, yeah, Rachel's no different than what she was the last time that she played, or since the first time she played. She's a horrible human being. She's a horrible person. Like, she's literally been this way the entire time. Expecting her to be different
But
is
they're
just
in an
dumb.
alliance.
Yep.
Rachel's a horrible person. I can't handle, but we're in an alliance. That's what gets me.
Every time where I'm like, I would
So,
not want to be in an alliance with someone I hated.
so tonight's episode is going to be interesting. We may see some stuff that we haven't seen on the live feeds, and I'm looking forward to watching the wall competition. So,
Yes.
um, next week, oh no, not next week, the week after, we'll probably, or maybe we'll do a mini episode. Who knows? And we'll come back and chit chat some more
I was
about
just
Big Brother.
I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure that because let's see, we've already holy shit, we've been talking about
Yeah,
Big
30
Brother for
minutes.
38 minutes.
And we only covered,
So
what, 4 days?
yeah, I was just gonna say, and that's exactly it. So you know what, we might start doing like some mini episodes where we talk about maybe like a week at a time, because a lot, like, as much as I don't like the players of this season, it has been a really good season for drama and, like, from a purely TV standpoint, phenomenal season.
Yeah,
Because you do have the strong feelings about characters like I think it was, I can't remember if it was last season or if it's been the past two seasons, where my mom, Dana, and I have all been sitting there going, meh. Like, I didn't even rush home to try and watch episodes, I think last season or the season before. I was just like, okay, if I see it, I see it. If not, like, there were weeks where I was like, nah, I just told my mom, go ahead, watch them without me. I don't care. I don't like anyone in it. So I didn't care. This season, however, I'm like, yeah, I'm glued to the TV. I'm hitting crew down at work whenever I can because I'm like, I want to go home and watch Big Brother. So, yes, so
yeah.
for those of you who didn't want spoilers, it's at the 39.5 minute mark that we stopped talking about Big Brother and we switched topics.
I'll add that in the text.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes to 39.5 minutes.
So,
Uh,
other things. We had another D&D sesh.
Yeah.
in which my son, who is in our D&D group, has shown
Purchased.
off his work. When we got home from Scotland, well, before we went to Scotland, my husband and son were talking about a 3D printer.
Hmm.
My husband's coworker had an extra one and he gave it to them, but there's something within the
Oh.
mechanisms that it isn't working properly, and it would just be as much to fix it as it is to buy a low end new one.
Hmm.
So when we got home from Scotland, they bought a new one, and my son started
Okay.
printing off dice towers.
And she means like
and I
immediately.
and I was stupid enough not to bring any in.
52 different dice towers and they're all not in there.
Dice towers. But Taylor has seen them because I show her. I'm constantly taking pictures and showing her. Well, the latest one that he made last night, he made me a dice tray, and it is about that big, and it is Lord of the Rings, The One Ring to Rule Them All. There it is. Yay, hey!
All hail
She could
pictures.
probably show you all the pictures.
That's what I'm
So
going to look
yeah, so
for. And just to kind of see like a side view of it. Like it's got the writing on it and everything.
yeah, so he's having a great time. But anyways, the one dice tower he made and he gave to Ethan,
Hmm.
and BC said, Ethan was so nice. Ethan's a dice goblin too, and he bought
Yes, he
this
is.
ginormous bag of dice, and he let the group each pick 2 or 3 sets of dice, which was like extraordinarily generous. So Brendan thought in return he would build him a dice tower. So he had also made an orc head, which um, I don't even think I got to touch it, and snatched it out of Brendan's hand, and she's like, "This is mine." And Brendan was like, "Oh, well, it wasn't given away, but okay." And now I have to paint it.
I was just going to say,
So
I thought the best part was when she was like, oh yeah, when you paint this and you paint that. And I'm just like, what? You're painting these? And you're like, oh yeah, apparently I am.
so yeah, so he's been having fun with his 3D printer, and I mean our D&D group's enjoying the benefits of it printing stuff off.
Well, like I
We're
said, I mean,
hoping to get to the point where he's able to print off our characters. Like the one thing that he printed off was a mimic.
yes,
And
which was helpful for me.
D&D people out there know what a mimic is. Those that don't play D&D are like, what the fuck? Yeah, so a mimic is a creature that looks like a treasure chest, and you don't know it's a mimic until you open it, and it tries to kill you.
Yeah, until it starts having
So
teeth and tries to bite
he
you.
printed one of those off, and yeah, so he had fun with that. He's enjoying his 3D printer. So um again, like Taylor, like I've stated before, and Taylor has stated, we are both dice goblins. I don't know how many sets you have. I don't even know how many sets I have, but it's in the double digits.
Um, I was just gonna say,
Easy in the
let
double
me
digits.
just
Let me
take a
pull out
look
my
here. I think
suitcase and
24.
check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for anyone wondering, this is my suitcase, which opens up, ta-da-da, and it's double
And
layered.
there's two
So,
layers.
yep. So I have, I think, I guess this would be 24 if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I have, well, technically including the little, because nephew son got the little mini dice, which I'm trying to. Can I field them in here? Where are you guys? Oh, here they are. The little teeny tiny dice.
Hello? Hello. Okay. Oh, well, it's too late in the day now. My mom's gone out. Yeah, because
Mhm.
her PSW usually comes in the morning. Oh, no, yeah, no, my brother came and picked her up and took her out for the day. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Hmm. I don't know what time they're coming home, so I can't tell you to come back or whatever. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye. We'll get to that.
That's yeah. I was just gonna say that's one of those
Okay,
things that I
finish your
definitely
thought.
don't
Yeah,
miss.
so how many does it hold?
So it holds 48 total, including the bottom layer, and I have 23 so far.
So, yeah, so
A lot.
I
We
think
have a
I have
lot.
about 13, 14, maybe more. So Taylor and I joined Dice of the Month Club. We got a
Because you can never
year-long
have too many.
subscription to get new dice.
Yeah, we basically
And
like.
I mean, it's
I
not that
saw.
much, like $11 each.
No, exactly. It's like $11 each. We each get a new set of dice every month, and it's shipped. We're supporting local because you know what? We will also tag him in this because we have him on our Facebooks
Yes,
or Facebooks, our TikToks, whatever freaking social media. We have him on
TikTok.
social media. Um, but he's actually just out of London, which is only about an hour, hour and a half for us, I think, roughly, depending on how you drive. Um, so he's not far from us. So technically, we are supporting local. We're just supporting a slightly northernly local compared to our home base.
And his dice are awesome. And I mean,
Yeah.
he has different packages for
Mm-hmm.
like Dice of the Month. So, um, we'll take him in it. I'll put his does he have a website or whatever?
I think he does it on
I'll put
his.
his link up anyway somewhere. You'll
Yeah,
find it.
I would say we'll tag
And
him in
yeah,
it so that
just
way
go
then you
check
guys
him
can
out
go
if
to his
you're if
page.
yeah, if you're a dice goblin, just go check it out because his dice
And
are pretty cool. And
specifically,
Taylor and I are very happy. Like the set I got has little cats in it, little pink kittens. Because I'm a crazy cat lady.
yep.
So
And
yeah,
it's one of those
so
things
yeah,
that
go
it's
go
nice. Well, I was going to say it's nice
go
because
ahead.
it's a lot of the um, dice of the month subscriptions that you get are American based. So
Yes,
it's nice to have a Canadian based one. So it's Canadian pricing, Canadian supported, Canadian ship, so it can ship anywhere in Canada, and you're not having to worry about tariffs and all that stuff. So it's nice having that as an option. Also, tiny little rant, it's nice not to have dice that are just absurdly priced, like $120 per set, because I have seen that across multiple different creators. And my thought is, I get it.
ridiculous.
It, yeah, it costs money. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But there's just no way in hell. Because for $120 for one set, I could probably end up with about 12 new sets.
Okay, so if the dice for $120 a set, if they included the bones and blood of my enemies, I may buy it.
Yeah, like if they took the bones and
Stop.
blood of my enemy and put it into the dice, that would be different. Then I'd be like, oh well, okay then.
Maybe with some glitter.
Here's a little shimmeriness for it, sparkles.
So Taylor and I have in our noodle noggins, we have our whole
It's
D&D room made
oh
out
oh
already.
110%.
We're just waiting.
Like you all don't understand how excited we are for the thought of okay, the moment that we're able to do it in Dana's house and nephew son has already been like, yeah, I'll help. And it will like the amount of videos that we've sent back and forth where we're like, oh, look at this D&D room. Like, I love the look of the.
Stable!
Well, I was going to say the cool tables that they have, the lights that go around, the sound systems that they have go around,
Yeah,
where there's so many options, and I love the idea of being able to have different options. Where I love that we use Roll20 because I can show you guys maps and images of things so that you can all visually see, because some people don't have great imaginations.
no.
They need things to kind of lead them by the hand. Some of us have fantastic imaginations where we're like, oh my god, I can smell the freshly baked bread from the bakery over here, and oh, I can hear the clanging of a metal hammer on
The
silver
water, the
ingot
spray of the
over
water
here.
off the boat.
Exactly, like you
Exactly,
have a good
yeah.
enough imagination for that. And then there's other people who need you to lead them along, be like, this is what they're looking at, this is what it looks like. So I like having the options of those kind of things. And then once in a while, or more often than not with my group, I don't know about other DMs, but my people make up shit that I didn't have. like like deciding in an image. And let me tell
It
you
was
guys,
Dana!
oh, I know. She was leading the party, and then Zoomlar's right in there with it. Jeffafa. Like, both of them. So I put up a picture because I wanted everyone to have an understanding of what this area looked like. So, I mean, I should have known better because the way that this damn thing started in the first place was because y'all went on a stealing spree and got this damned cursed necklace. And they are now at the point where they're finally going to be able to go have an encounter with the fiend. Now, in order to do it, I've been trying to, like, I'm working on creating my own world, which is slowly coming together. And I was like, okay, I want to give them an image of, hey, there's this really bad area, like, that's stormy. The freaking waves are huge. It's raining out. It's overcast. There's nothing but like freaking uh
Sharp
derelict
rocks.
ships. Yep, sharp rocks, derelict ships, some dead people randomly about, like that kind of stuff. And they're all different ages, so it's been going on for centuries. That was the only fucking purpose of those two pictures that I put up for you guys. Legitimately the only reason. And then here comes Anne playing the part of Popika, a dual scimitar wielding half orc who comes in and says that they're on the boat. And I'm like, okay, so this is what you guys are seeing. You guys are just kind of cutting through. I'll do like some strength checks to see if you hit some rocks, that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, upon their screen, she sees a treasure chest. What y'all couldn't see was behind the DM screen, me frantically zooming in, going, where the fuck is she seeing a treasure chest? And she's like, yeah, guys, it's right there. I think we should pull off onto the beach and we should check out that treasure chest. I'm like, what treasure chest? And then all of a sudden, it's like a goddamn Mandela effect. All of a sudden, Jeff's like, oh yeah, I see it too. What? I don't. What? What do you mean you see it too? What do you see? What do you see? You have to tell me what you see. I'm clicking between
What do you
screens,
see? Where
having to
are
cop.
you looking?
I'm sitting there literally copy pasting over the boat and all the characters in it because I'm like, I did not plan for this. Then you guys are like, oh yeah, we pull up onto the beach and yeah, we would like to look around. I'm like, you, you see what's there. You see broken parts of things and you see some rusty old stuff and I guess you'd see some skeletons. And then fucking Jeff, as he walks over to the boat and he's like, oh yeah, Zoomlar would like to investigate the boat. It's a boat. You investigate, it's a boat. Oh, what about this guy that you say is on the boat? Oh yeah, he's a dead guy. He's got some slimy stuff on him. He's been there for a while. Well, how long's he been there? 300 years. Yeah, has he got anything on him? What? He's been dead for 300 years. What do you want on him? Okay, yeah, he's got like he's got a rusty rapier. Okay, and a medal on it of Medal of Valor. Ah, cool. What killed him? What do you mean, what killed him? He's been dead for 300 years. What more do you want? And
How did he die? He's bones.
well, yeah, but are any of the bones missing? He's been dead for 300 years in the middle of this maelstrom of storms and evilness. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of shit missing from his corpse. And then I hadn't had the idea of using a mimic until my nephew son, Ethan, spoke up and went, "Oh, be careful. That could be a mimic." And I'm like, "That's what it's going to be now."
Yeah, it is.
So again, behind the scenes, I'm frantically grabbing the little pieces for mimics and looking up the stats. I'm like, I have no idea how to run a mimic. I didn't look into these at all. I'm like, okay, and then add in like 3 skeletons that suddenly come to life once he touches the mimic. I'm like, yep, you touch it, it grows teeth and it's now biting. Everyone roll initiative. Like, what the fuck? Then afterwards, once you all got out of there, then Norm's asking, well, how far off? I don't know. It's like over there. I'm like, oh, okay, how long will it take us? I was just planning on literally letting you guys sail through with maybe like 2 strength checks to see if it got choppy or not. But you all made it more. It was like,
And
okay.
what did it cost us? 3 hours of time and I don't know how many revives.
I
What
was
did
just
we get
saying,
out of
not.
it? The rusty metal.
Yep, which he took and placed upon himself. And you cannot forget the delightful nat ones that Ethan, who plays Cyrus, losing his great sword in the heat of battle and flinging it into the ocean. And then desperately, the look on his face was everything that it took. I was like, you know what? It was fantastic just to watch, like looking over at his face and him being like, what do you mean it's gone?
The purity of it all.
Exactly. I'm like, that made my entire night where I'm like, yes, that's exactly what happens. It's just kind of,
It
did I
was
see
the
where it
sheer
landed?
terror. It
Terror
was
and
the
anger.
sheer terror. I sit at the other end of the table, across like down from Tay, and
Yep.
I looked over at Ethan when he rolled, and just the look on his face, and I'm like, he rolled really bad.
And let me tell you, he was
Then when
rolling
he said that
horribly.
one, and you're like,
He rolled so bad.
it was. I mean, I felt bad for the kid, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, as someone who stabbed herself to death in the first session because she rolled a nat one, of course she's going to understand the pains of nat ones.
Exactly.
So I mean, that
Damn
was
right.
just fan. It
Damn
was
right.
it was fantastic to see, and that was basically my payment for having to struggle through suddenly making up a an encounter that I wasn't ever planning on, and then having to quickly add in learning that I could have text and quick.
Oh boy, Taylor left me. I don't know if she's gonna come back. Let's see if she comes back. In the meantime, part of that interruption, the phone call. So my mom has a PSW that comes in uh, every day, and usually they're here 9:30, between 8:30 and 9:30 in the morning. What was that phone call at? 12:30, 12:15. No, she doesn't need help now. She's gone. So yeah, so that was my rant of the that was my interruption of the phone call. Welcome back, Tay. Taylor's recording failed. The recording has stopped, but everything up until now has been saved to continue recording. Tell them to stop and restart the studio recording. God bless Tay. She'll be back. There she is.
I don't even know what it is doing over on my side. Like this is why we hate this freaking app. Like it's supposed to be it's the one that Spotify says, "Hey, use this app to record." And it has almost the entire time given nothing but issues. And today it's being even weirder, so now we don't even know if the episode actually recorded, although it
So
says that it did.
so if we pay for it, it would be better.
Probably.
Yeah, it's like I got to look at it, but I think it's like $30 a year or something like that for the
$30.
for the very basic, the one level above free.
That's not nearly as bad as I was expecting, so that seems sus.
Yeah,
That moment where I'm
we'll
like,
look more into it. Yeah, it is. It's no offense, Riverside, you're a pain in the ass.
yeah, because we never had any of these issues with Skype, and it was completely free. And I don't remember us having these issues with Zoom.
No, and fuck you, Skype, for leaving and going to Teams.
Yeah, and fuck you, Teams, for saying, "Oh yeah, you can use us. It's everything the same as Skype." And then like, ah ha ha ha, we're lying though. It's not really because you got to pay for us if you want to record.
Exactly.
Then you're not the same.
Exactly. And it
So
always
on that
seems
note,
to happen around the hour mark.
yes, that's what I've noticed is that it seems to be like a 1 hour, and then it goes, "Oh, I'm gonna start getting all
Five
jittery."
two, 5 2 to 5 after the hour. That 10 minute
Yes,
span, something it's like something bad's gonna happen.
yeah, like we only had one episode that actually lasted the one that was an hour and 45 minutes, which was weird because it lasted in that entire time. We were able to get our goodbyes in, our hellos, everything, and all of it under the sun. And then all of a sudden, after that, since then, I think the longest we got was an hour 20, of which that entire episode we ended up losing
Yeah,
because it is still, I'm sure it's still processing to this day.
I'm sure it is too.
It's like
I
two
can
months
check
later, just going,
some later, but yeah, I'm sure it's still processing too.
yep.
Good lord. So
As I say,
yeah,
this is,
that's our ask. If anybody out there in podcast land knows of a better program to use for recording a podcast,
yes.
audio and visual, hit us up. Send us an email, obscureorations@gmail.com, or message us on the TikTok under the same name, Instagram, the same name. We
Yep.
appreciate it. We would
Or YouTube.
but
We use all of the things. Just you can message us on anywhere and be like, "Hey, we've seen your struggle with the technology. Here's our suggestion for you."
yeah,
And we will happily take it.
that would be
And on it,
wonderful.
yes, and on exciting news, which we will definitely not be using this. So this week that is definitely my homework is or I guess our homework, we can look up for different pricings and look at stuff. Um, we will be having a guest join us next week,
Yes.
and she will be talking about her the book that she's written and has published that can be purchased at I think Chapters Indigo, either in ebook or physical form. So she will be joining us. We'll leave you on the edge of your seats to see who, and we're slowly learning how to promote and advertise now that we have a couple more options on the TikToks for having text and all that stuff. So we'll be able to put up a couple more stories. We'll still continue with the daily interactions because we're slowly getting better at all that kind of stuff. Hmm?
I'm learning. I'm
Exactly.
learning
We're
how to use the TikTok.
We're both just learning where things come up and we're like, oh.
Well, so the way it was, you had to have 1,000 followers to go live. And then when the
Mm-hmm.
whole US ban thing was happening, TikTok was like, fuck, okay, okay, yeah, you can go live, you can go live, you can go live. So Taylor and I were like, woo, but we've never gone live yet.
No, which is weird that we haven't.
So we had put out a post saying that we wanted to hit 1,000 followers so that we could go live. And we started getting followers, but then Taylor started sending me videos of her Lego creations,
Mm-hmm.
the Star Wars Lego things that she's putting together, and I'd put them up, and they'd be getting like 500-600 views. I'm like, okay, and we get followers. So then I'm like, well, I got hobbies too. And I started taking pictures of my cross stitching and the whip that I had going. And we're at 900 and
I don't know.
900 and
950?
951.
Damn, look at us grow.
So yeah, so if you want to follow us on the TikTok, we'd love you for that.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. All of the yes.
Yeah.
Ow. It's like snap, crackle, pop over here. And so we'll probably do like some mini episodes where we talk about Big Brother, because obviously that can be a full 40-minute episode for us. Um, and next weekend, we will be getting together in person again because we are going to the Rib Fest in LaSalle. I will be picking up the nephew son, and we will be going to the Rib Fest. And then after that, as Dana desires, we will be going to the Rib Fest to basically pick up food and then returning back to her house to begin the viewing of, and I'm assuming that we're going to do it The Hobbit first, then Lord of the Rings? Or are we doing The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit?
However you want.
I figure we should probably do it like we
I
did. We can
don't
do it in.
I don't have the extended versions of The Hobbit.
Oh, I do. I think yes, I do because I got all six.
Okay.
So we have them, of which, of course, as she just stated, we will be watching the extended versions of them. So I will make sure that I have my password to my Xbox, so that way I can remember it. I can sign in on yours, and it should be under my. I think my the hell's it? The videos and all that crap, because I bought the Middle Earth collection that gave me all the extended editions of everything.
So what time are you thinking of picking them up?
Well, I figure, because we want to get in extended editions, probably have to pick them up somewhere. I don't think the event starts until noon, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. So I figure if I get them early enough, probably pick him up at around 11. No, 11:30. Then I'll be able to head over your way. We can stop off, use the bathroom if we need to, make a game plan of how to get there, and then all of us can go over, because I'm assuming it's going to be you, me, him, Norm, and BC, and V if she's coming. So it'll be a decent sized group of us all.
Yeah. So I was thinking if you come over at for like noon, like pick them up at 11:30, get to my house at noon. I mean, it's not like we go to bed at 7 p.m. And I mean, if you guys don't want to go home at like 7 p.m., we could watch the first movie, go get dinner, watch the second movie. Norm said he'd make popcorn too.
Oh, popcorn! That
He
wins
does
my
stovetop
heart.
popcorn, none of that microwave shit here.
Yep. I was going to say we have the I have the actual popcorn popper. So there's the
Oh
I don't
no,
do
he
microwave.
has the popcorn pot that you
Oh,
yeah,
yep, yep,
he makes
yep.
good
So yeah,
popcorn.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
we'll
we can
talk more
easily.
about that anyways.
I was saying yeah,
So
we'll figure out. So you guys will hear about our outing and the first time viewing Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit that starts with my nephew because he's not seen any of them. So thus begins the trek into the world of uh, Lord of the Rings and luring him into
Tolkien's
loving
world.
it with us as we
And
go. Look,
on September 14th, we may be live because that's
oh,
Balrog Day.
oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot about that.
I will
Yes.
be starting my Balrog tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be done in two sittings because my tattoo artist has to break it up. He's time constricted. So we're probably just getting like
The outline of
outline
it.
and whatnot done. So yeah, we may go live. Taylor may go live on my phone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say exactly. Do it from her phone. Hey guys, look at her! Look at her tattoos!
So yeah, so watch for that. But yeah, like we'll put out some info for you guys and
Oh God,
keep you
yeah.
posted on what's going on and what's coming up and all the fun things that we're going to be doing. And we thank
Yes.
you for joining
Whoop,
us.
whoop. Yes, even though
Uh,
we had technical issues.
yeah, let us know your Big Brother conspiracy theories. We'd love to hear
Yes.
those too. So have a wonderful week, everybody. Sayonara.
Ciao, bellas and bellos.